Welcome everyone, it is Magical Monday Night Jabo, just a bit outside radio show live on the air. Back to that OG Day Monday. You got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, how's it going?
Hey, what's poppin'? Happy Monday, outsiders. Ready to get it in. Lots of good stuff going on this week. So let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking.
Hell yeah.
How was your weekend, man?
Was there a weekend? It was one of those weekends that just went by too damn quick, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like, we've been getting hit really hard with the heat these past, 10 days for real, after experiencing over a month of what I would call a mild summer.
Yeah, definitely. And it was supposed to heat up a little bit more later in the week. That heat wave that was, to the Midwest is going to hit us.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard, yeah. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Up in the 80s, yeah.
I know I'm not even going to ask you because I know your take on this, but I'm going to ask the other outsiders. Is it just me or does the heat get more unbearable as you get older? You know what I mean? I remember, 20s, 30s, it'd be 90 degrees outside. I'd be like, man, I'm outside. It don't matter. I'm going to run them streets. But all it seems like ever since I hit 40, I'll go outside, 85, 90. I'll be outside for a hot 10 minutes and ready to take my ass back in the house.
That's the thing, when it's 83 here, but it's humid and shit, it's unbearably hot. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so different, here in the 410 and other places. It's the humidity.
Yeah.
Man, I was out there, last Saturday at Camden Yards because they had the giveaway for the soccer jersey giveaway for the Orioles, and I literally melted. I didn't even last the whole game. I mean, I really just wanted to go to get the soccer jersey, which I did. My very first soccer jersey. Probably my first and last. But I've always wanted one, and I was able to score. But man, it was so hot. My drawers were sticking to my ass, man. It was insane. The heat has been unbearable.
I'm going to guess you did not have bird bath tickets.
No! And you know what? This is the other thing about that, okay? I've been trying to get that since, I guess, since June. And it's like the hottest section in the whole park.
Or the coolest.
Yeah. But if you have been lucky enough to make it to the bird bath this season, man, I'd love to hear about that experience because I'm still trying to make my way. And hopefully I can get there before the season ends, man.
Oh, definitely. Talking about the heat on the chat, we already got it going on. John Champion says, heat index of pure hell.
No doubt. So let's get it cracking, though. So, what's up?
We were talking about the weekend, and, you went down to the yard on Saturday, got your soccer jersey.
Yeah.
But did you see the big soccer moment where everyone had the new jersey down there in Miami?
Friday? Okay. Yes. I actually watched a few minutes just to see, what the atmosphere was like and everything.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember the last time there was this much excitement for MLS, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the last time, David Beckham.
Yep.
I would have to say that was the last time I remember having this much buzz. I mean, big shout outs to Miami. What's that? 504? No, 305. Big shout out to Miami 305 because they really laid out all the stops for my man Messi to come in and join the ranks. I mean, they had those powder puff pink jerseys on, man. Yeah. It was pretty sweet, and you could definitely feel the excitement from the crowd, the players. I mean, this guy has just really tilted the soccer world on its axis.
Oh, yeah. They said that prior to that, they were on quite a losing streak.
Yeah.
And they weren't selling out their stadium And then after the announcement, like the cheapest ticket was $400.
I heard that as well. Like, man, that is crazy. Oh,
Kim
all the stars.
Kardashian, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Kim Kardashian. When the hell is Kim Kardashian
Right?
ever going to a soccer match? But, yo, that's what's up. That's
it was
what's
a
up.
star-studded Hollywood premiere over there, though. It was crazy.
Yeah, I can just hear her now. Yeah, I'm going to do the soccer match tonight.
The only thing I could think of was maybe like one of her kids plays soccer or is into soccer, so maybe that.
That's actually a good point. Good point. But yeah, I've never in my life have I ever seen Kim Kardashian around a soccer ball, around a soccer player, because you know how much them Kardashians love them some athletes.
We've seen her around plenty of balls. Oh!
Boom!
Sorry, Mom.
I'm sorry as well, Mother. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get it cracking. We was talking about soccer, and a little bit later on in the show, we definitely gonna talk about that women's national team, man, and the World Cup that's kicked off. But first things first, what's going on around town? Let's take it just a bit outside. Let's lead it off with something outside the realm of sports. We talk about it. We've talked about it often on the show, and we got Shark Week going down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little homage with our thumbnail that we put together. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And Discovery Channel. If you're not familiar, Discovery Channel. I think it's like maybe a little over a week. They give you all things sharkish. Great shows, documentaries. It's really a great thing for the whole entire family to sit down and watch. And speaking about bringing out all of the stops, this year they brought in a heavy hitter to host Shark Week, and I think they really nailed it. I mean, can you really do better than to get Aquaman to host Shark Week? I mean, Jason Momoa. He's great for the kids. Everybody loves Aquaman. It's great for the ladies. Got a little eye candy there if you're not into the sharks. And, the fellas, they love the comics and everything, superheroes. So, it's just a little... The one show that I heard, I hope it didn't air yet because I need to check it out. But they have this one particular show where they take I guess it's like this like robotic kind of fake like whale into like these shark infested waters to see how so you can get like a real like upfront look.
Yeah.
And did you see that? Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't even know exactly the technology behind it, but I know that there's like a camera inside of like a whale or something like that into these like shark infested waters where you can like literally get like a front row seat as to how the sharks live and feed. I believe they called it like feeding frenzy or something like that, man. It's really cool. So yeah, it's a whale carcass decoy. That's what it is. Okay, all right, there you go. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. A whale carcass decoy. First of all, I would like to know what the hell does that exactly entail? And man, like I said, you just get a front row seat to how the sharks be chilling, in the sea, man. And that's the one that I really wanted to see. Out of everything. Have you taken a look at any of the shows yet?
I caught a little bit. Similar to the whale thing. I don't know if it was exactly that, but they had like this contraption. It was on the top of the surface of the water. I don't think it dove down. But like people get into it and get away from the boat and get more of that close up view. There's one that I saw an advertisement for today, but I wasn't able to check it out because work was Monday.
Yeah.
It was pig versus shark. I don't know what's going on there, but it sounds interesting.
Hell yeah.
Wild though, and I didn't realize it till they were talking about it on some show. Did you realize that this is the 36th Shark Week?
No.
Doesn't it feel like it's new still?
Yeah.
It's been going
36?
It's been going since 1988.
And you know what? See, that's a testament to this year's selection of the host. I've been reading up about it, and I heard that they were trying to attract some of the younger generation to kind of like get back into Shark Week, and they felt like they could appeal to more audiences with Aquaman as host. So 36 years, that show's come a long way, and even more now, I feel like I want to read up on that because gosh, over 36 years, you know how much technology has changed. I mean, if you think about it, I bet the very first Shark Week was boring as crap. I mean, like really. I mean, with all the things that you can do now, I was just wondering what the first Shark Week was like. You said 1988?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up, man. I'm gonna look that up.
Not even technology, but imagine the discoveries we've made with sharks. Things that we thought back then that we maybe just proven ourselves and discovered new things about them. It's crazy.
Hell yeah. So y'all definitely, like I said, it's great for the whole entire family. Check out Shark Week, man. It's a good time.
Wild Shark Week crossover, but they did it last year. They're repeating it this year. AEW Wrestling has a Shark Week crossover.
Oh, they do? Tell us about it.
Well, they're on TNT, TBS.
Yeah.
Those are all branded with Warner Brothers Discovery.
Yep.
And they did it last week. They're going to do it this week. Like a lot of the signage at ringside and everything, they have like Shark Week logos and stuff on it. They handed out shark fin hats to people in the crowd, and you gotta love the mascots. They got Chompy.
Dude, what does Chompy look like?
A very bad
that name alone just makes me
a very bad shark suit.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we all about the sharks this week. And speaking of big sharks, big fish out there in the sports sea, we had Angel Reese sighting in the 410 recently. Yes. Angel Reese, Maryland native, let's have to say Baltimore County, and / Baltimore City, because she went to high school at St. Francis, where she was like, I think it's like an All-American player or something like that. Like, I mean, she had all the accolades. She was fantastic. Went on to Maryland to spend some time there, and then ultimately ended up at LSU, where they won the women's championship this year. And she came to the 410. She bounced around town, man. I mean, she had one hell of a week here in the city, man. She was at downtown locker room, taking pictures, signing autographs. She made a stop down to see the mayor, where she was presented with the key to the city, which is really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, and then spent some time out there in the county, man, where they named a basketball court after her in Randallstown.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, man, super cool, and she's really feeling the love, and rightfully so, man, because she may be the Bayou Barbie, but she was fully 410 first. So it was really nice to see her bouncing about town.
Yeah, give the hometown some love.
Hell yeah, and she'll be getting back on the court soon with the Lady Tigers, and they'll start practicing and getting together to make another title run. I believe they are still favorites to run it back next season. They're still my favorite to run it back next season. And, we're really looking forward to seeing what Angel Reese and the girls will do in the NCAA.
Hell yeah.
Big shout out to them. Big shout out. Big come through. Big crab. All of that, man. All of that. Hell yeah. And since we're going to keep it fully 410, let's go ahead and talk about them Orioles, baby. Oreo magic in full effect. Oh, my goodness. Mark, can you believe it? So, not only are we in first place of the AL East, but we got what I've been saying, and y'all can go ahead and coin this. You heard it here first. We got the Kung Fu grip on the American League, yo. It's not going away. How you feeling, Mark?
So going into the weekend, we've talked about it before. We hate these even number game series, 2 games, 4 games.
Yes.
But the entire time I've lived in Baltimore, 15, 16 years now, the Orioles have not been good. They did have a little run that they got to the American League Championship Series, but other than that, it's been trash. And going into that series, it just shows how what they've conditioned me to think, I guess, is that going into that series, it was like, okay, it's 4 games. It definitely don't want to split, but I was dreading, the Rays taking back that first spot. But this year we've been so good against the Rays. I was like, is it time that they step back up, or is, they're going to show us, they're for real. They showed us they're for real.
Yeah, naturally, since we're in first and I can't really say that we're surprised because, we've said this several times this season. The buzz really started at the end of last year. And, continued on into this season. And, I would have to say people really started to take us seriously last month because we got, 2 full months of baseball in, and we had been consistently good. Right? So now the Orioles are the ones with the target on their backs. Right? I got a lot of friends that are New York Yankee fans. I got to shout out my homeboys, Lamar, Jimmy, Anthony. Yo, what's up? I told you we living in the upside down. We on top, y'all on the bottom. It's fantastic. And, of course I got a lot of calls from them, telling, oh, y'all got the race this weekend, you're going to lose that. And I got to tell you, too.
You there?
I got a little feeling in my stomach. I don't care. I can say it. There was a little bit of fear there, a little scariness. Major Keish got a little minor scared there. But, yeah, man. Like, the one thing
Keisha.
Yeah.
Oh, you went out there for a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. The one thing that I did not want going into Sunday's game was for us to split the series.
Yes.
These divisional wins, we coming down the stretch now. We about to hit August. So, every game is going to be important. And I feel like this particular series, this past 4 games, their success is going to be so instrumental come the end of the season. Because honestly, I feel like that's the only the Tampa Bay Rays are the only ones that we really need to be afraid of. And that could come down to, wins and losses in divisional games.
Oh, definitely.
Hell yeah. And they went into down Tropicana Field on Sunday. They got it done again. Another series win for the Orioles. How many times have we said that this season? It's fantastic. And as of right now, we got a 2-game lead on the Rays, man. And like I said, sitting top of the AL. It like you said. I mean, we have not had a lot of fun in previous years here in the 4-0 when it comes to the Orioles. But to be able to get up every day, jump on ESPN or whatever baseball site that you like to frequent, take a look at those standings and see day after day, your team in the top three or on the top spot, man. It's everything. It's everything. I don't know about you. I've been telling everybody, and I'm telling y'all too. Y'all better start putting money aside for this postseason. Major Keish gonna be out there. So I want y'all to come out, have a bed with me in that postseason, man, because it's about to be lit. It's definitely gonna be lit here in the 410.
I love what you just said, and I'll tell you why. I get up for work really early. I log in at 6. I'm a little bit earlier than that. So I'll like flip on ESPN, and they got the replays of SportsCenter going on, for a while. And that's exactly what happened. I turned on SportsCenter, and bam, Orioles replay. Like, how much have we seen that in the last 10 years? Not at all.
Hell no, not at all. And, this is one of the things that we used to talk about. Like, we always had fantastic players.
Yeah.
Right? But, as far as like all-star selection and notoriety is concerned, they never really experienced the love. One, because nobody was talking about us, and that was because we haven't really been that good. But now, like you said, Mark, to get up and see your team regularly on ESPN, like the Dodgers, like the Yankees, like some of those usual suspects, man, it just gets your day started off right, don't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And the Orioles are looking to keep it going. They got a series going on right now. About 90 minutes up the road?
Yeah.
Up 95. They play in the Philadelphia Phillies. I am fully expecting them to take this series against the Phillies too. The Phillies, they've been hanging in there. They just got Bryce Harper back, which is a big boost for them. But, they are, just point blank, they're not as good as the Orioles.
No.
Okay? And we just had a series, an NL series, against the Dodgers where, outside of like one game, the Orioles really hung in there with them. And there's no way that the Phillies are as good as the Dodgers. So I'm really expecting the Orioles to handle these next 3 games?
3 games, yeah, total.
3 games. And this is definitely going to work to the advantage of the Orioles because, like I said, we're the ones being chased right now. So Tampa Bay is really looking to kind of, gain some ground within the next couple of weeks. And I do not believe they will be able to do that within the next couple of days.
Speaking of that game, it's already underway in the 3rd inning. Orioles up 1-0 already. And I was looking at the infamous Facebook groups, of course.
Yeah.
And some people, positiveness going around, but some people were upset because ESPN actually had us losing the series and maybe even all 3 games to the Phillies. And
are you serious?
Yeah, I know Game 1 the Phillies were favored. So good to see the O's up already. Yeah.
And since you talk about favorites, let's go ahead and get that easy money pick in right now. Look, if you didn't catch it opening out, I think they were at like plus 102, which I think is absolutely sweet. They're up by 1 now. Go ahead and drop that money line on the Orioles tonight. That's a high pick. We are definitely going to get it done. I'm just, despite what ESPN thinks, listen, we are here every day in the 410. Nobody knows our team better than we do. They're going to get it done tonight, man. Easy money pick. Take them Orioles on the money line.
Yeah.
Tonight. And back to Tampa Bay. Just looking at their next couple of series ahead, they have 2 games. They're off tonight. Like I said, everything is just working so well in the Orioles' favor. They are off tonight. They have 2 games next against the Miami Marlins, who we just beat the brakes off their ass.
Yeah.
But the Miami Marlins are, in fact, a good team in the National League. So hopefully, the Miami Marlins are licking their wounds and gearing up to give Tampa Bay their best shot. And then after that, they travel to Houston for a 3-game series.
Yeah.
And that is not going to be easy, you guys. So, this is really a prime opportunity for the Orioles to create some more separation between us and the second place Tampa Bay Rays, man.
Yeah, definitely. And
so, yeah, go ahead.
I was looking at the Blue Jays series too, because they're right there at third, and they got the Dodgers and the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think the O's stand a good chance of putting even more room.
I really feel it, Mark. I'm really feeling it, yo.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling it. We called back up Grayson Rodriguez. I was gonna try to be serious, but her laugh just broke me. I'm gonna reserve my judgment. I just need to see one more start from Grayson. So we're gonna table that for the next show. So he should get something in before next week. Yeah, man. I mean, the Birds are just really doing well. Brandon Hyde's got them, in good shape. Is there any news on Mullins?
No, I haven't heard anything yet.
I haven't either. That probably is like the one concern that I do have. I do also want to shout out Kramer, who is pitching tonight. He has not been one of my favorite guys, but he looks like he's turning it around, and he's been tossing some good games. And so far tonight, it's 1-0 still. So he's looking good tonight, man. I mean, like I said, it just looks like all the pieces are coming together.
Yeah.
Good times ahead in the 4-1-0.
You brought up Brandon Hyde's name.
Yeah.
And when he was hired, a lot of people said he was a placeholder till those get good,
not anymore.
Good pieces. Are you in favor of extending that contract?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Major Keach has no problem saying I stand corrected, because like 2 years ago, I was cussing that Bama out for filth all up and down St. Paul Street. Okay, but as my homie BJ said, Keach, slow down, just trust the process. He told me, I promise you things will get better. And, dude, I stand corrected. This guy knows his stuff. I guess he was just waiting for all of, for everything to come to fruition, man. And, he's doing good. He's doing good. And since we're talking about Oriole managers, this is a former manager for the Orioles. Man, I got to tell you, I feel sorry. I'm feeling a little sorry for Buck Booty, yo. Buck Showalter up there with the New York Mets. There's talks about him possibly being on the hot seat. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yeah.
I've been paying attention. How are the Mets right now?
They ain't living up to expectations. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a similar situation to the San Diego Padres, right? Remember at the beginning of the season, everybody was just talking like, San Diego Padres is just going to knock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got 2-3 months in, and everybody's scratching their heads and like, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? And it's a similar situation up there in New York Mets. You can never count Buck Showalter out. He knows his stuff. Okay. Does he deserve to be on the hot seat? I really can't speak on that, because I haven't been following the New York Mets closely enough to comment on that. But these are the grumblings that I am starting to hear, and the Mets have. I just feel like over the past 2-3 years, they've just been a letdown, dog, an absolute letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got. Yeah, go ahead.
They're 46-53, fourth in their division.
See that? Yeah, it's not good. They're even. There's talks of. Oh, man, trade in some of those big name pitchers. Um, this talks about Scherzer.
Yeah.
Maybe doing a little something with him. And just we're right around the corner from the trade deadline, right?
Yeah, August 1st.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of teams and a lot of players up there being shopped around to try to right their ship, and I'm fully expecting the New York Mets to make some moves, man, because, as Mark just said, I mean, fourth place, that is not where they were expected to be. And, it's not like they're not talented. They have a very talented ball club, a more than able manager in Buck Showalter. It's just a matter of figuring out exactly what the hell is wrong and getting that new piece to get them, to do that little push for the last part of the second half of the season.
Yeah, they're 7 games out of the wild card.
Yeah,
but
that's rough.
There's like 6 other teams between them and that second wild card spot, so that's tough.
Yeah. All right, so since we're talking about New York's booty huffs, might as well talk about the other one, them Bronx Bombers, or should I say, I don't even know, what should we call them? Them Bronx booty huffers?
Booty sniffer.
We had an Aaron Judge sighting this weekend. I think he did some batting practice yesterday, which is a good sign if you're a Yankee fan. The Yankees, like I said earlier, are currently sitting at the bottom of the AL, and they might even be 9 games out of the wild card or something like that. I mean, it's something insane. I mean, I honestly think for the first time in I don't know how many seasons, we can say that these Bangers will not be making the postseason in any shape or form.
The Yankees?
Yeah.
They are 2 games out of the wild card.
Oh, they're 2 games? Oh, they must be 9 games out of first. I know I saw 9 games.
But it's them and Boston, both 2 games out. Toronto's tied with Houston. So the whole AL East is competing.
God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's wild.
Okay, all right, Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay, everybody get this done, because I seriously would love it. I would love it if they were on the outside looking in for once, man. I'm putting all my prayer warriors out there. Oh, man. Well, Aaron Judge is about to come back. That's going to be a major boost for the squad. I'm just hoping that everybody just does their job. I know the Orioles going to do their job, but, we're rooting for everybody else as well. And like I said, those divisional games are coming up. And hell, man, I mean, they've lost a lot already.
Yeah.
So if it comes down to the tie situation, I still feel like they're screwed. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hope the trend continues, because it would please me so much to be able to say that the Yankees did not make the postseason this year.
That'd be glorious.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be the perfect ending to an exciting baseball season here in the 410.
Hell yeah.
For sure. Good luck, O's. Let's go. Let's keep the Oriole magic going. All right, let's keep it DMV-ish. Let's keep it in the area. I went to see the Mystics play yesterday. And I'm happy and excited to say that, because I have gone from not going to any WNBA games to going to 2 this season. I think that's a big step for me. And it was especially nice because the Phoenix Mercury were in town.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. BG is back and in full effect, and, she's making her welcome back tour around the league, and she was out there yesterday. I got a chance to watch her play, and I got to tell you, Mark, man, those WNBA games be pretty lit.
Yeah?
First of all, we out there. I mean, you're down there in Southeast DC, which, if you're not familiar, I mean, Southeast DC is lit anyway. I mean, they got go-go songs named after the area. You know what I mean? And when I say lit, I mean lit for a variety of reasons. I'm not going to get into that, But yeah, man. I mean, I went out there to see the Mystics. They're kind of going through a rough patch right now because they got hella starters that are injured. Um, I saw Della Dawn on the sidelines. She was looking super cool and amazing, sporting her U.S. Women's National Team jerseys, which, you know what? I'm going to have to go back now that I'm thinking about it because I remember saying something yesterday, and I meant it. That Orioles soccer jersey might not be my one and only soccer jersey because I'm feeling that U.S. National Team jersey this season with, like, the paint splatter design.
Yeah.
That shit, I might actually, so I'm going to take that back, outsiders. Major Keish might have 2 soccer jerseys before the summer is out, man, because, like, I'm definitely feeling those, this year's team jerseys. Those are slick. It's slick. But yeah, Della Dawn was on the sideline. But, hey, man, regardless of I think it's like 3 or 4, they're without 3 or 4 of their starters right now.
Wow.
But, the Mystics, they got it done. It was a beat down, 84-69. So that's like, what, 15-point win over the Mercury?
Yeah.
They said, no starters against BG, no problem. I got to really shout out Brittany Sykes, who has really stepped up in the absence of leadership, and Natasha Cloud. They put on a clinic yesterday. I mean, if it wasn't one, it was the other. And, it's just a major come through for the team because, they are still, I mean, the opportunity, the window of opportunity is getting slimmer and slimmer, but they do still have a chance to make the playoffs. So, hopefully, this week and the next week they'll be able to get some more wins in the W column because I would love to be able to see them make the playoffs as well. I mean, they've got a great squad, man. They've just been having some bad luck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, like with Della Dawn, I just feel like she just can't get right, yo. And are we at the point where you're making some type of decision at the end of the season if things don't pan out? What do you think?
I'm looking at the standings now. Washington's right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, they got a little chance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the window is getting smaller and smaller.
How many games is the WNBA season? It's about
man, I'm not really sure.
Because it's definitely coming up towards the end.
Yeah, that's what I said. They got to do something within the next week or two.
Yeah, I think if they get like another 3 wins, they're solid to stay in the playoffs.
Yeah.
With all those injuries, I guess you just want to limp into the playoffs, heal up, and be able to be strong at the beginning of the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the plan.
Yeah.
But what do you think about like Della Dawn though? I mean, do you think you're at the point where you might want to go in another direction, or like you said, I mean, do you think the Mystics should continue to stick it out because she is a great talent?
I think a talent like her, who has meant so much to a team as much as she has, you commit to her and hope that maybe she chooses retirement or does like some of these other ladies have done and
yeah,
choose to go to another team, like their hometown team or whatever reason they choose to go to another team. I'm sure they would wish her well and thank her for everything she's done, but maybe not shed a tear.
Right. So I'm actually seeing here that she could possibly be coming off the shelf this week, so that would be a big boost for them. And their next game is Wednesday against Minnesota, who's in 4th place, but I feel like the Misses can beat them. So like I said, this week is very important, and next week as well because we're right around the corner from the playoffs. So at this point, every game is important. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we can get back to full strength and continue to stay healthy, up to the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So let's move from the hardwood to something else. What do you want to talk about next, man? You want to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Before I jump off the WNBA, man, I got to talk about the Aces, yo.
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah.
I was out there with my homies, two of my homegirls yesterday, and, we were all talking, and, I posed the question to them. Is there any team out there that could be a legitimate threat to the Aces? Okay, I mean, they have literally been beating the brakes off of everybody. I think, what do they have, like 2 losses?
2 losses, yeah.
The whole season. Man, I'm going to ask you, man. I mean, like, yo, is there anybody out there that would cause the loss, Becky Hammond and the Aces to look over their shoulder?
The only team I could really think is legit threat is maybe Connecticut, because they've been so consistent throughout the years.
Yeah.
But they're what, 3rd place right now, so I mean they're not bad.
Yeah.
Their last loss was to Dallas, or was it Dallas? The Wings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the Wings, what's their position? They're definitely in the playoff hunt there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think Connecticut's probably the biggest threat to them right now. That's what I would say. I know New York's doing good, but New York's been up and down during the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be my only other suggestion, if not Connecticut, because I totally agree with you on that one, Mark. Brianna Stewart and the Liberty, they got a super team too, but that's that factor that you just said, Mark, consistency, which has not been there, and let's face it, like to me, it's like the same situation as the Denver Nuggets. Yo, you gonna have to be on point every freaking game.
Yeah.
To be able to really compete in a final series against the Las Vegas Aces, and I'm not sure Liberty will be able to do that.
Yeah,
Connecticut's
definitely.
I do feel it. For consistency's sake, yeah, Connecticut suddenly got a better chance, a better shot.
Yep. A
better shot at it. So yeah, things starting to heat up in the WNBA, and I can't wait till we get to the playoffs, man, because this season it has been very exciting in the WNBA. They had their All-Star game a couple weeks ago. They had record-breaking situations there. Shout out to that Seattle Storm player that scored like 31 points, the most ever in an All-Star game. I can't remember her name right now, but I know she played for Seattle. Kalani was out there performing. I love me some Kalani. She's something special. But yeah, man. I mean, WNBA season has been pretty exciting. So once those playoffs start, they really gonna turn up. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So what we gonna talk about next, man? You wanna get into football? You wanna talk a little football? Because I mean, preseason about to start up in like 2 weeks, dog. We might as well get started.
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens have been making some moves too, and I think one of them surprised a whole lot of people.
Go ahead, let's talk about it.
Melvin Gordon III, running back, Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but okay. So here's my thing. Ain't he on like the end of his career, kinda?
He is, but I think he's still definitely a threat.
Okay. No, I'm gonna wait before I make my make my feelings known about that. I'm still on the fence about it, but I'm really glad that you mentioned the running backs, because I'd like to talk a little bit more about that too, in a minute. But first preseason game should be a fun one. It is actually going down. I think. What is it? August. It's the first week of August. Maybe August 5th, August 6th, something like that.
August 12th, actually.
I'm sorry, August 12th. All right, yes. First game, so that's like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Against the Philadelphia Eagles. No, the starters aren't going to be playing. You probably only get to see like 3 or 4 snaps between Lamar and Jalen. But, a fun game nonetheless. Like Mark said, we've been making a lot of moves. We've been putting a lot of pieces in play to really make a push this year in the NFL. And to me, it's like definitely, if there ever was a term now or never, I feel like this season is it.
Oh yeah, everything is shaping up. Like, I still want to see Todd Monken's offense on the field in a game situation, but it's everything you're hearing about is just so damn exciting. Like 4 wide receiver plays, like, come on, lining up 4 guys. Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna see Lamar air out that ball and prove that he's a passer once and for all, and people are gonna be scared of the Ravens' offense.
Hell yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hey, man, let me do a shout-out real fast. You got the professor on there. You got John on there. There are MVP regulars. But I got my homegirl Lemon on there. Sherelle, I see you on the feed, baby. I was just talking about you. I don't know if you heard, but she was one of the ones that went to the basketball game with me yesterday. So, I gave you a shout-out, man. We had a good time. But thanks for tuning in, baby. But back to football. So yes, we're hearing great things about the Ravens. We are very excited. We are also hearing some very interesting things about a particular position in football, and that is the running back position. Okay? Now, as with everything evolves. Sports is no different, right? Football is no different. Back in the day, we were all about the runners, the Barry Sanders, the Walter Paytons and whatnots, right? And it just seems like the game is moving away from the running back position, right? Especially in the past couple of seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you've got quarterbacks out here that are pulling running back like numbers, which makes them even less valuable. Okay? Not only do you feel it on the field, but you're feeling it off the field as well, as far as value. I'm talking dollars. I'm talking demand.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're going, and, quite frankly, there's a lot of drama going on with it. Right? I mean, we got this whole thing going down with Josh Jacobs. Pay me what I'm worth. I might not play. This, that, blah, 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 blah. Teams are not looking to pay running back the big dollars like the quarterbacks and the wide receivers and, hell, even some of the defensive players now, right?
Yeah.
So, man, what is going on with football and the running back position? I mean, I just wanted to get your opinion on that, yo. And outsiders, too, as well. Please, chime in.
Yeah, I think we've seen it, over the last 5 years. It's really been phasing out. And football runs in cycles. Whatever the hot offensive scheme is, everyone tends to do. Mm-hmm. And we've seen, quarterbacks throwing 400 or 500 yards a game. I think we're going to find defenses over the next 3 seasons that finally figure these out and are able to hold the quarterback's passing numbers down, which is kind of where that whole running quarterback thing that you just talked about comes into play. Because in the past, we have had the running back that they've relied on, but now we have quarterbacks that, and not just one quarterback among 32 teams, but several, that if they don't see a pass, they're going to run the ball and 20, 30 yards. I don't necessarily know if that's going to bring the running back position back if as these defenses, adjust. But it is interesting to see. And I forget, I think you just mentioned
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking of Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, yeah.
Saquon, okay. He kind of went in on radio the other day, and He said he has these tools to him. He doesn't want to do it, but he has the option of sitting out the season, of basically screwing over his team, screwing over his teammates. So I mean, I think he's leaning heavily towards doing it if he's going to talk about it live on radio. But 6 years ago or so, when Le'Veon Bell did it against the Steelers,
he was insane.
It kind of worked out for him, but he wasn't the same after that. He got the bag, sure, but...
Oh, when I say he was insane, everybody was... I'm saying that was like the public kind of reaction to it. Like, everybody was losing their minds.
Yeah, it kind of worked out, and everyone... Then, the discourse became, is this going to become common, or are people going to do this all the time now? It didn't really happen. But then when Le'Veon got that first deal, like, it still ended up not mattering, because he didn't do that well, ended up getting traded, and we know that story.
Right.
Saquon, he wants the extension. He probably deserves an extension, but not the money he's asking for. And if he sits out a year, he's not going to be finding that money he's wanting when he goes free agent.
Gotta agree with you, man. I gotta agree with you. As I said, the game is changing, and sometimes changes benefit others and become detrimental to some.
Oh, definitely.
And I mean, it's a tough pill to swallow, but I feel like it's the inevitable, right? I mean, it's just going from, like you said, the way that these deals have been going. A lot of the beef in that's been going on. You just kind of gotta adapt, and if that means having a little less notoriety and a little less money in your pocket, I mean, so be it. But I mean, this has blown up to be a big enough thing where several star running backs took part in a meeting, which was like a Zoom call on Saturday to discuss the market for players at the running back position. And, there were a lot of heavy hitters that participated in this. We've mentioned two, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, but I mean, you also had Christian McCaffrey on the call. You had Derrick Henry. I mean, we know who these people are.
Yeah.
Right? And, I mean, I don't know what could be accomplished behind the Zoom call or what was like really discussed, but they're taking notice, and I can't say that they're going to take a stand against it, but they've been talking about not being paid their true worth. And, I just feel like, I don't know, I think they're in an uphill battle with this one.
An interesting name that you mentioned there that was on the call is Christian McCaffrey.
Right! Run CMC! Like...
He is a running back primarily, but he is definitely a receiving threat, too.
Yes, yes he is.
I kind of wonder if he's sitting there on that Zoom call and said, well, you got to learn how to catch the ball more than 3 yards out and run.
Or is he saying, like, man, I'm in a much better position than these cats. I'm still going to get my money for real.
Yeah.
But I mean, to support, to support your true position and everything like that, I do commend him for that.
Yeah,
but,
for
sure. From what I'm hearing, that there was, no real major plans. But I mean, I guess it was more so, a discussion, a time to air out feelings.
Yeah.
For players at the position, but I really found that really interesting that this thing has blown up to be big enough to where the group of running backs actually met to talk about it, and I just feel like you've got to adapt and change with the times. I mean, to me, that's the inevitable. Evolution is inevitable. Change is inevitable. You gotta be able to roll with the punches, baby. Just from all of the talks, from all of the team structures, it does not look like that the way that this game is being played now is going to change anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the reality of it. So I'm pretty sure we'll be hearing more about that this week, especially rolling into the beginnings of the preseason. But shout out to them running backs, man. You know, my heart goes out to you. I love y'all. We've had some pretty decent running backs at the Raven Nation.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, you know, my man JL, he was great. You know, so, you know, I mean, I feel your pain, but, you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do at this point.
Yep.
And shit, man, get out there and play that damn football, man. I still don't like that sitting out the whole season business, man. Get on out there, because I'm telling you, like, you know, it's one thing for, like, to me, it's one thing for a quarterback to be like, look, they're not going to pay me, I'm going to sit out. But for a running back, I mean, I just, you know, you're just not as valuable. That's just the reality of it. And it's like, you know, if you sit out, you are really taking a major, I mean, to me, it's even more risk involved than, you know, what Lamar Jackson was threatening to do. Me personally. All right, so what we got left on the menu, yo? Oh, you want to talk about this? Let's talk about the women's national team. Let's talk about this World Cup. So, women got one game under their belt. They beat Vietnam 3-0, which, you know, I gotta say, like, I mean, I'm not disappointed. I'm happy that they won, but I was expecting more of a beat there. I was expecting like a 5-goal, you know, victory over Vietnam. And they only, they shut them out and everything like that. They only scored 3 goals. But I feel like they might have eased up towards the end.
It is soccer, so 3-0 is like 15-0 in baseball.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yo, the over-under was like 6.5 goals.
Was it?
Yes, dog, yes.
Damn.
Yes. Yo, the odds were like insane. But nonetheless, they got their first win. We are all happy and excited. The girls are setting out to do something that has never been done before, which is to win 3 straight World Cups, which is an incredible thing to accomplish. You know, we got Rapinoe out there, you know, with the vets trying to, you know, give the leadership to the young cats. You know, they're providing the leadership, but they're also, you know, passing the torch, so to speak, because this will most likely be the last World Cup for a few of the players. Yo, how you liking our chances of taking it this year?
I mean, I haven't watched much, but I have to believe it's pretty damn good. I did take a look at the odds. The women are the favorites at 240. Right up behind them is Spain at 320, England 600, Germany is 700, and Germany is an interesting one. They've won 2 World Cups themselves.
I was gonna say they historically have been pretty decent. I'm surprised they're that far down on the list.
Yeah. They won in 2003, 2007.
Yeah.
Japan's actually the last one to win. That's not the U.S. and Japan's like way down, like 2,500 odds. So I would not put any money on Japan. But if I was gonna say someone other than the U.S. was gonna win, I'm definitely looking at Germany.
Dig it. I'm all in. I'm all in on the U.S., of course. I think they can break history. They got a really good shot. As far as who can take them on, like, I gotta agree with you too. Like, Germany looks fantastic. I think that they could, you know, pose a significant threat against the U.S. national team. But, you know, the women's team has a new coach this go around. I really don't know too much about this guy. But I'm looking to read up on them in the upcoming week, and do an evaluation for tomorrow's game, which is, who do we play tomorrow? It's not. I don't think it's Costa Rica. Hold up.
Netherlands.
Okay. Oh yeah, that should be another easy win for them too. Yeah, I'm looking to see, how I'll be able to watch a full game tomorrow, and be able to give my my analysis next week after I watch this game tomorrow. But yeah, man, I mean, Netherlands, that should be an easy win. Also, England, they might be able to do a little something this year as well. But all in all, the women's team is the one.
Yeah.
They're the one. And I mean, there's so much to one. Like, they had to fight for equal pay, and it's just so crazy that they even had to do that, because in comparison to the men's national team, come on. I mean, like, we are in a day and age now where, the women's, national team, to me, is far more superior than the men's team, man. I mean, the men's team, they just took that L to Panama, which was really disappointing for me. And, man, it's just equally deserved. And what a way to, like, really be like, yo, this is what we deserve. This is what should have been done all along, would be to win this third consecutive World Cup, And I think they got great chances to do that.
Yeah.
Great chances.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. So, come through on the U.S. women's national team. They're going to roll on tomorrow. That's another easy money pick. I'm pretty sure that the odds are like U.S. minus 3,000 or something like insane, where you'd have to put like $1 million on it just to feel the win. But for shits and giggles, go ahead and put it on there if you want to boost your parlay or something like that. That should be another easy win for the U.S. girls tomorrow. Quick update, since from here on out, it's going to be everything Orioles, like every show from here on out. Quick update though, we are in the bottom of the fifth. The Orioles are still up 1-0, but it looks like the Phillies are starting to threaten that 1-point lead. So hopefully they'll continue to hold it down. Bullpen has just been fantastic. It's like, having the rock and the mountain out there is your safety net, man. It's such a good feeling, yo.
Yeah.
Such a good feeling. Is there anything else on the menu? Anything I missed, yo? Anything you want to talk about?
Nothing I can think about.
All right, no real on wrestling?
Nah, nothing's going on right now. Just SummerSlam coming up next weekend, I believe. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. All right. Well, that's all we got for tonight, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming through on the OG Monday slot. Yo, you know how we end this show. Baltimore spread love, yo. We are still out there washing our hands and washing our asses. I am Keisha. On the other end of the line is my favorite slice of pizza, Mark. We are just a bit outside. Peace.